confidence and your customers that Hamara Pass, we have all these machines and we'll be able to do it is very high. But the point is that we need to be asset light if we want to be doing a profitable business. And cash flow becomes very important, which is the biggest challenge in a panel building industry. So how does one balance these things? You allow the mechanical expert to handle the mechanicals. And you're an electrical expert. There is so much. If you see, Rajesh didn't have time to cover all the product range which LS is offering you. And each one of those products has got so much intricacies involved which you will have to learn, which your team will have to understand. So it's important for you to be a specialist in electrical. So while you become more and more of a specialist in electrical, which is where you will get a premium profit because that is what the customer is looking for in terms of value, you delegate the mechanicals to an expert like MODUTEC or Rittel, where we are able to serve you. And if you go to any advanced country overseas, you'll see that this is the model which is being followed. It's very rare to see a panel builder who does this mechanicals also. It's not required. None of us are having pleasure in being a jack of all trades, do we? We need to be a specialist in whatever we do. And that is what MODUTEC offers you in terms of a platform. So we can also accommodate last minute changes, as I had explained. So when you look at our panels, this is how you'll be able to build it like a mechanical block. And this becomes very fast, comes to you with a lot of predictable quality. Today, if you are going to be subcontracting your enclosures in the market, till the enclosure reaches your factory, you're never going to be knowing as to what is the quality it's going to come in with. Whereas in a modular enclosure, where it is machine made in terms of CNC machinery, you can rest assured about the quality which will come to you repeatedly. We have around 8,000 parts which goes to make the entire mechanical parts, and each one of them is loaded into our software for your benefit. It's a flat pack system, like what Vijay Bhaiya was mentioning. It's like the IKEA concept. Today you can go to an IKEA showroom, you buy a dining table in flat pack. You come back to your house and you are able to assemble it yourself. There is an instruction manual available. My dream is that very soon we should also be able to sell modular enclosures on Amazon.in. We should make it a commodity which is available for you to just go pick up, and then a person wants an ACB vertical. You just go there, pick it up, get the ACB, put it up. Within a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you should be able to deliver the panel to your customer. So that is the challenge which we all need to be looking at. And the inventory also, you can start actually carrying inventory of the modular profiles in your workshop once you get used to our system. There is a panel builder called Pai Kane in Goa. He's been dealing with us for more than about 4 to 5 years now. Initially, he started off with 1 or 2 projects. Today, almost 80% of his enclosure requirement is covered by MODUTEC. There are panel builders in Guwahati who are buying from us on regular basis. So, it's even in Hyderabad, we have a customer of mine who has come down from Vizag, right? So, it's a question of how Mr. Tulsidhar, you all should meet him and take his feedback on our enclosures during dinner time.
Please invite him.
Wanting of time, we'll move forward. So, yeah, please. So the other very important advantage is once you start stocking our enclosures, particularly the profiles, it's very important for you to appreciate that, sometimes you make the panel in 2100 mm height, but there is a project where there is a problem with the height of the electrical room. He wants it in 1800 mm height only. Now what happens is, LS spoke about L steel. Now L steel, when they have a 2000 mm height profile, it's 2100 mm height for life. You can't do anything about it because of the design of the profile. The same thing goes with log stock. You can't change the profile. once it is manufactured for a particular given length. Whereas the beauty of the MODUTEC patented system is that you can take a frame bar of 1200 mm and cut it at 300 and 900 at multiples of 30 mm in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. We can give you any dimension of panel, and this cutting process is a very simple one. You can similarly do that for the crossbar. So if you have a 2100 mm height frame bar, all you have to do is cut it to 1800, ensure that the customer is satisfied. This kind of a simplicity in design, my belief is that you wouldn't even find it in any of the other IEC panels which are available in India today. Now, what are the other IEC panels which are available in India today? We have Blockset and Prisma from Schneider Electric. We have R2K from ABB. We have TI and NSS from L&T. Shivacon and CPAN from Siemens. Excel Cube from Lignite. MSOL from LS. Meta from Mitsubishi, and so on and so forth. And Rittel is a company which, like MODUTEC, has also got certifications from ABB and Schneider with aluminum bus bars for the Indian market. Now, one thing I can assure you is that MODUTEC is the most economical modular enclosure system. For want of, when I see that multinational companies are coming, buying our products and marketing it to other countries, like Rajesh mentioned about Indonesia, Dubai, they regularly place orders on us. I believe that ours would be the most economical solution in the world today. Now, when you look at what does that mean to each one of you in this room, how does it impact your business? Now, when you see, earlier we used to have only oil and gas and power projects insist on IEC 61439. Today, even buildings and industry is insisting on IEC 61439. Earlier, it was only major cities in India that used to insist on this standard. Today, even in two-tier cities, they are asking for this particular standard. Earlier, only 10 to 20% of the inquiries which you would have received asked you for IEC 61439. Today, the percentage has gone to 60 to 70%. And as Rajesh said, from June of 2021, in Australia, it has been made mandatory that they will need to align with IEC 61439 standards. It's a question of time before that happens in India. Maybe it takes 10 years, maybe it takes 20 years, but that is the trend which all of us will have to be opening our eyes to. So if you look at the bigger panel builders, they are finding their solutions. And as a result of that, what is happening is that the rich are becoming richer, and the divide between the panel builders who are finding it difficult to survive and the panel builders who are finding it easy to survive, it is widening. So we need to be addressing this matter so that each one of you are also able to get strengthened to fight with the bigger panel builders where IEC 61439 becomes mandatory. So what is it that MODUTEC has done for you in this regard? We have brought out an upgrade scheme. We use the word upgrade because we believe that each one of the B and C category in particular panel builders, and those of them in A category also who do not have the IEC 61439 orientation, should upgrade yourselves. Now when you upgrade yourself, what is important is that you need a certificate from ASTA, from any one of the laboratories, but we are giving it to you from ASTA Intertech, which is from the UK, and this certificate will ensure that you get an entry ticket into this game of IEC 61439. These tenders which insist on IEC 61439. These larger projects where all the money is for you to reap. Now what this upgrade scheme does is that it gives you a certificate like that from Intertech, where your name will come there as a vendor, and MODUTEC's name will also be there as the enclosure system manufacturer. MODUTEC will also issue a project-based declaration of compliance. Now this is very, very important. there are many panel builders, and I've gone through this route myself. We don't realize what it takes to comply with the 65 kA for 1 second short circuit requirement. We are some of the panels which I've come across, the distance between bus bar support to bus bar support is done randomly. The temperature rise is another area which, to arrive at the calculation is very, very important from your own reputation point of view and the customer's safety point of view. But how many panel builders are equipped to understand this? And that is where we offer, when you buy a MODUTEC enclosure, we understand what is your GA requirement, and we give you a declaration of compliance. When we give you a declaration of compliance, there are 12 tests which are listed out in IEC 61439, and then we tick all the boxes. And we don't end there. We also give you a short circuit calculation of why this switchboard is going to comply with the rated fault level which the tender has specified. We also give you a short circuit as well as temperature rise calculation. So this actually, it trains your own staff also. It builds a culture in your own company. Acha, so this is how the compliance has to be done. I mean, it's not that we know, you don't know, don't take me wrong. But there is a lot of learning which has to happen as far as getting compliant with IEC 61439 is concerned, and MODUTEC facilitates that. And you can flaunt the certificate, you can put it up in your website, you can tell the world that you are now compliant with IEC 61439, you can make a poster of it and put it up in your cabin, you can put it up in your catalog and inform the world that you are now following the route of IEC 61439. Now what that will do is, you register with our colleagues here, you can let me also know. It's 2 lakh rupees advance, balance after the certificate comes, balance 2 lakhs with the GST has to be paid. At this cost, it's a song. Why are we doing this? Because we want to educate the panel builders in India. We want to educate the panel builders in the world. We want the compliance, we want the safety, we want the maximum type testing we have done. It started off with 4000 amps, 2500 amps and 1600 amps which we got it type tested in that PTT laboratory which Rajesh spoke about. We took our panels all the way to Seoul and we got it type tested, and there, absolutely, you know how the foreign countries, you have seen the factory of LS Electric with what level of precision and neatness, cleanliness systems which they are following. So that is the kind of systems which our team also got exposed to. All the 3 panels got passed in the first shot. Now, what happened as a consequence? India reports to Dubai, and here again I'm very proud to say as an Indian that LS Electric have got several branches all over the world, as we saw in their presentation. For the first time, an Indian called Rashid Manoli is heading as managing director the LS office in Dubai, which covers this entire region. Okay. So this, Rashid came over to our factory, and when he saw what he saw in our factory, he said, why can't I sell this to my panel builders in Dubai? And that led to 2021 seeing a 600% growth in our company. That is, even last year, LS Electric have been the highest, the biggest customers for us as far as enclosures are concerned, export to Dubai. And then they said, aluminum bus bar type testing will not work in Dubai. They wanted it to be done with copper. And they wanted it at elevated temperature, 55 degrees or 50 degrees temperature, elevated temperature. They wanted the panel to be passing the temperature rise test. We said, okay. That kind of a lab was available only in Dubai, Decra Laboratories. So we took our panels to Dubai. All 3, again, 4000 amps, 2500 amps, 1600 amps, passed in one shot. as far as temperature rise is concerned. Then we took the panels to Seoul and we got the rest of the testing also completed. I'm leaving for Dubai for the Middle East Electricity Exhibition. I've got a meeting with the Managing Director Rashid there on 18th evening. And now the topic for discussion is that they want to be stocking MODUTEC enclosures and selling it from Dubai for not only the GCC countries but going up to Europe as well. So that is the kind of need what we are seeing for this kind of a modular technology, and the product of course is being branded in their name, in the brand name of MSOL. Now, one thing we have to understand, there are several times customers come and tell me that the customer is the tender is calling for a 2-tier ACB configuration, but you've got it tested with single tier with so and so make of switchgear. And another person will come and say that there is a double front requirement of IEC 61439, but the type of certificate which is available is only for a single front. Now, like this, there will be many requirements of different consultants depending upon their different projects. And I'm glad to say that both these aspects of 2-tier and double front, all that is covered with MODUTEC. Now, what is important for us to understand is that as panel builders, we have to negotiate our way through all these kind of challenges which we are facing. And this is new, this IEC 61439 standard. So it's important for us to understand this triangle which happens in the industry. One end of the triangle is the specifier or the electrical consultant. We have to understand what is it that they want. What they want is quality, reliability and compliance to standards. The other end of the triangle is the panel builder. And what does a panel builder do? He has to be compliant, he has to be competent, and he has to be committed towards safety, reliability and durability of the switchboard. And on the other end, we have the end user. And what does he need? He needs a trouble-free, efficient and convenient system which is going to be working for him in his project. You'll have to therefore take these points together, and on the one hand you have the technical specifications of IEC 61439, and on the other hand you have the budget which the end user would want to be spending for this particular project. So with this, wherever you have a problem, we will always be there to support you. But understand this triangle so that we understand how the safety and reliability gets communicated for projects. And there is no single make of enclosure system, whether it is block set, R2K or CPAN or whatsoever, which will be able to satisfy every requirement of the consultant. So this is where your knowledge of the standard is very important, and we are happy to share our experience with you on this. Once you come on board and then you start using the MODUTEC enclosures, what happens is we have very systematic training which we give to your people. We orient your people, we answer questions, we have a conference room in our factory. Your people are welcome. There have been several times 3-4 people from different panel builders who have come to our factory and who have been trained in various aspects of the modular enclosure. And once that happens, then we give a certificate, which is a panel partner certificate, wherein we tell the world that you are MODUTEC panel partners are trained on the modular switchboard enclosure systems and are given technical support on a regular basis. Now, when we give a certificate like this, it gives the end customer also a lot of confidence that yes, this panel builder is not the run-of-the-mill panel builder. Here is a panel builder who understands this technology, and therefore to that extent we would be getting a better quality panel. So this confidence automatically gets translated. Now, Rajesh wanted me to elaborate on the software. So we have MODSIM software, which basically it's an estimation software from the mechanical part of it as far as what is offered from MODUTEC. So we are a switchgear agnostic company. So we don't go with any particular make of switchgear. However, when LS offers you MSOL, then it is a enclosure system which is married to LS Electric. So therefore, the software which we offer to LS Electric, which will come to you through them, would not only give you the mechanical estimation, it will also give you the electrical estimation. It will also give you the costing of the ACBs, MCCBs, contactors, so on and so forth. So you don't need to do that separately. And when you go through a software, it is automatically that much more perfect and that much more error-free. We also give you the general arrangement drawings, and when you talk about the general arrangement drawings, there is a particular sizing of the module which comes for a particular rating, for a particular fault level, for a particular temperature rise, and all that is automatically picked up by the software. We have built in that intelligence. The software automatically gives you the short circuit and temperature rise calculations as what you would require to be given to your customers. The declaration of compliance is this therefore goes to form the declaration of compliance, which is also important. We give for advanced partners whom we call the Partech partners, who take the signature components from us and manufacture the rest of the sheet metal themselves. They come under the licensed panel builder category, and in this licensed panel builder category, we give you the development drawings which can be fed into the CNC machines directly. And then what is there in the pipeline is also offering you the busbar development drawings, so that your copper or aluminum scrap gets tremendously reduced, and therefore you are going to become that much more profitable. The other services which we offer from MODUTEC would be estimation services, value engineering services. We will be able to, when we get your GA drawings, should you permit us, we are happy to also add value from our experience in terms of how one could make it more compact, or we need to actually increase the depth so that it takes care of the temperature rise. Whatever is the value engineering we need to offer you, we are happy to do that. Training in the factory is something which I've already mentioned. Certification assistance is also something which I've mentioned. Coaching on video. Now, we do business with people in New Zealand. We have not gone there. So we do a lot of, but they are stocking our products there, and they are selling it to switchboard manufacturers. Now, how do we clear their doubts? We go on a video call, and we are able to successfully communicate to them what they should be doing and what they should not be doing. Manufacturing support, frequently asked questions, factory audits. Factory audit becomes very important when you want to become an advanced licensed partner of MODUTEC. Then we come to your factory, we audit your factory, we look at your processes, systems, we satisfy ourselves that the product which comes out of your factory will be in line with the brand philosophy of MODUTEC, and all of that will also be on offer from us. So much about MODUS. Mod Bay is the Form 1, Form 2 enclosures. So this is again on display here. We have this in single front, double front. We have a range of accessories. I would request you all to come and have a look at it. Rittel, as an organization, their turnover, if I'm not mistaken, is approximately 700 crores in India. And out of that 700 crores, 350 crores approximately is from this range of products, which is the TS and PS kind of an enclosure what they have. And for those of you who are using those enclosures, you can rest assured that this is going to be not only more economical, it will give you more mounting plate space for you to accommodate more switchgear components. We will be able to give you very fast deliveries because it's modular flat pack, and we will also be able to customize it as what you would require for different projects. Now, when you look at the customer segments which we operate, we have switchgear companies like LS Electric, Mitsubishi, and a few more are in the pipeline now. We have panel board manufacturers like yourselves. We have distributors with modification centers. So these distributors are people who stock our products and modify it and supply it to panel builders. And then we also have to do business with specifiers in terms of getting approval. So any one of you having a challenge in getting approval from any consultant, rest assured that we will back you up and we will see how we can walk that extra mile with you to ensure that the approval comes through. And distributors in turn follow the same thing in terms of supplying to panel builders, OEMs and dealers. I am glad to share with you that we not only supply in India, but we have a distributor in Australia, we have a distributor in New Zealand, and the point is that when I hear the kind of satisfaction levels which they share with me, it's very heartwarming. It is important for us to see how we can also avail of these technologies as we go forward, because India is a cost-conscious market. Every time you sit across the table with a customer, I know how you're going to be beaten black and blue on the pricing front. But if you're able to withstand that pressure and convince the customer with a little bit of value engineering in terms of what exactly is the long-term benefit for the customer, then that would be something which will hold you in good stead. We also supply in Africa, Southeast Asia and Europe. So some of these places are developing, some of these we have foot there for more than 3 to 4 years now, and hopefully as we go forward we'll be able to serve the world in a larger geography. Now there are essentially 3 ways we can partner with each one of you. The first one is MODUTEC in terms of being a system integrator. You send us your inquiries, we code, we train you on the software as well, and then you are able to buy the enclosures from us. Integrated, we can guide you in various aspects of how one should integrate it, and then you move into the IEC 61439 market. And even those discerning customers who say, forget the standard, I want a good quality product, we can still give them the MODUTEC enclosure panels. Partec, as I said, is for licensed panel builders, where we have now signed up with one person in Hubli, where he has already invested on a complete CNC manufacturing setup. So what we supply to him are the frame bars, the crossbars, the hinges, the locks, the modular joiner pieces, and then we train him in how he can go about manufacturing the doors, the partitions and the plinth. And then we are also looking out for hub techs. Now this is a bit of an appeal to those of you about business. And Eaton approached us, they asked us for doing the type testing with their switchgear. We did it and they gave us an order of 35 crores. And this was Kia Motors in the outskirts of Bangalore. And we had to execute that 35 crores in just 5 months' time. Believe me, it was, I mean, when I look back, it would never have been possible for me to execute that order had it not been for the modular enclosures. And that is the exact reason why I feel it's a kind of a spiritual responsibility for MODUTEC to reach out to as many panel builders as possible to share this technology, because it is a matter of time before you would also find, and you would have already found it at different points of time in your career, that you get these surge loads, surge orders, and when those surge orders come, it will be such a shame to say that, sorry, I can't execute this, it's beyond my capacity. Rather than saying that, and that too in a way India is growing today, it's more likely that you will find this coming up your alley more often now. So it's important for you to get used to modular technology now, rather than wait for that day when the order books is really heavy and then you think in terms of solutions of how to deal with this enclosure not being a constraint in my manufacturing. So in order for me to do this, I have been writing in a lot of articles, and if you go into my LinkedIn page also, there is a regular posting which I do, which could also help you in terms of understanding what we are here for that much easier. As far as our infrastructure in Bangalore is concerned, we have also tried to be as as much setting an example for ourselves as well as for the industry in terms of the 5S and the 8 ways and the housekeeping and all that which goes to in making panels. And we have totally around 76,000 square feet. Earnest request is, please plan your visit to Bangalore. We'll be happy to show you our factory. We'll be happy to show you our manufacturing methodologies. And I'm sure, just like when I went to Singapore, Denmark, Malaysia, and I got so inspired by how the world makes panels, it perhaps could be a step for you also in that direction in terms of understanding how the same thing what is being done can be done differently. We also have world-class machinery with us, MODUTEC from CNC turret punch press from Japan. We have the Kaiwai foam gasketing machine which gives you a complete seamless gasketing. Please have a look at the enclosure and you can feel the kind of gasketing. We have what is called the visiting card test. Now, what is the visiting card test? You lock the door, then take your visiting card and then see whether the visiting card is able to go into the between the frame and the door, and you'll find that there is a certain amount of engineering which has gone into what we have displayed out here. So there are multiple more machines which we have in terms of stud welding, projection welding, CO2 welding, 9-tank pre-treatment, powder coating. So please come and have a look, and that will give you an idea about is there something different which you can consider. In order to spread the word more, we have been very regularly participating in exhibitions. And whether in Electrama, we must have participated about 3 to 4 times so far. The Alasia, we'll be participating again now. It's coming up in the month of May in Bangalore. Please do visit the exhibition. There's so much which we can learn when we go to an exhibition. And this one, of course, our stall will also be there. This is one where we exhibited in Australia, in Sydney, and the person right in the middle is actually the sales manager for L Steel, and he spent a lot of time in our stall trying to understand what is it that we are trying to do in Australia. This is our Australian distributor, Carson. He has come over to our factory about 3 times so far, and this is he came to Electrama and he's sitting in our stall out there. And the first time, this is again Carson and myself, and in this I don't know how clear it is, but this is MODUTEC's brand there. And we sponsored, we were also co-sponsors for that event out there in Sydney. When Carson came to my factory for the first time, I'd like to share with you that he comes from a company called High Switch, and he had the High Switch logo put on his shirt. And for my delight, I saw that on the other side he had MODUTEC brand put. Thank you. I was so touched by it. I asked him, about what prompted him to have the MODUTEC logo also put on his shirt. And what he said, it sort of really stunned me. He said, Ramni, when IEC 61439, he is a fabricator there, and he supplies enclosures to various panel builders. And so he said that when 2021 May, IEC 61439 became mandatory in Australia, he had 2 options. One, he had to do the IEC 61439 type testing himself and therefore comply to the standards, and then how many makes he will need to be doing it with. And being a mechanical person, he didn't know the ABC of type testing. And so if he didn't do that, the next option for him was to shut down his factory. And that is where MODUTEC came to his rescue. Today he is stocking more than about 2 crores of MODUTEC enclosures. I have some pictures I can show you what I took in his factory. and he is so grateful to us because we were able to give kind of a MODUTEC product was able to give a extra leash for his business. So this is the kind of seriousness with which Australians and countries, advanced countries abroad basically look at compliance. This is our stall in Build-A-Lick exhibition which happened in Mumbai recently. I'm happy to share with you that this stall got the best stall award in our category. And whom you see there is Bharadwaj. May I take this opportunity to invite Bharadwaj as well as Prashant, our CEO, who has come down from Bangalore along with me. So this is the team of MODUTEC who are present here today. Bharadwaj is in Hyderabad. He is ex-Rittal. He understands the product well, and he'll be available to explain any of the aspects to you. Please catch up with him during dinner and see how we can serve you better. Prashant has been with MODUTEC for more than 17 years now. He's joined us, in the shop floor and then risen up the ranks. And if MODUTEC has seen the light of day, he is one of the persons responsible for that. So, thank you all very much for your patient listening. I don't know whether I've exceeded my time, but I'll now, if there's any quick question on any aspect of what we have covered this evening, be happy to take. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for each and every one of you to have spared the time and come over. May you take over? Okay, so back to Rajesh. Thank you very much.
Three cheers for MODUTEC.
Honestly, India IEC 61439 drive, so we can call. It's also taking this modular solution globally. Honestly, if you observe, 60% of world enclosure, which is modular. So in India, our mindset, so we are being taught welded, fabricated enclosure. If you take the survey, 60% of world Form 2 to Form 4B enclosure is modular. So now only again for the world it's going from India. So it's great, sir. So we have come to the end of the COSMA LS MODUTEC event. So I want to invite a few of the panel builders. So who has right away agreed to become the part of COSMA member. So thanks for your thought and understanding the importance of COSMA. So I request Mr. Nagaraju of MNR Electrical. So just a pinning ceremony, sir. We have a custom of putting the pin of COSMA. So just come for a minute, sir. Then Mr. Srihari Prasad, so of Safe and Sure. So please join us for the pinning ceremony. And also Mr. Bogiraju of TechWise. So please join us, sir. And Mr. Lakshmanan of Srinivas Electricals. So please join us, sir. So if anybody want to become the COSMA member, so please join the stage. So you will be honored by Mr. Satish Gasi, sir, for the pinning ceremony. Please come, sir. Please come, sir. Please. Satish Gasi, sir.
Become a member. My last. Please introduce yourself.
This is Srihari from Safe and Sure Projects. Directly
Yeah.
This is Srihari, Safe and Sure Projects. We are distributors of Schneider. We do automation with Siemens also. Thank you.
So if you go to their premises, you can see full of MODUTEC panels.
100% modded.
100% MODUTEC.
Thank you.
Sir, I invite you to COSMA fold. He is now the new member of COSMA family. Please welcome him. Voice is off because of the air conditioning. Sir. I will not don't worry.
is Bogiraju from TechWise Projects Private Limited. And also we are also using MODUTEC panel. So since almost 6 months onwards. And so we are also giving so immediate delivery, so like 4 weeks and 6 weeks also panel delivery. So by using MODUTEC panels. Thank you.
There you are.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir.
శ్రీనివాస ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ MODUTEC ప్యానల్స్ చేస్తున్నాం.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Nagaraju from MNR Electricals. I'm a board member.
Again, you tell people for how many years you have been a member.
Almost I think last 6 years.
Six years back, made him a member, and it was there in my mobile. This number was saved. I gave him a big surprise by saying that, "Is this your number?" And he was very well surprised, wasn't it? I had your number saved in my mobile. So I assure you, I'll save a number of all of you in my mobile.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for honoring COSMA. So anyone else wants to become the member of COSMA, getting this pin honoring session from Mr. Satish Kaj, sir? Okay. So I of CEO of MODUTEC, so to give us the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of COSMA, LS Electric and MODUTEC Ready Panels, I give gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence today. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to all our speakers for your enlightening and inspiring words. Your insights have truly enriched our understanding and sparked new ideas that will undoubtedly contribute to our growth and success. I would also like to extend a special thanks to all our customers, distinguished guests, and esteemed colleagues and partners who have honored us with your presence. Your continued support and collaboration are invaluable to us, and we are deeply grateful for the trust you place in us. Furthermore, I would like to thank each and every one for taking the time to attend this technical seminar conducted by COSMA, LS and MODUTEC. Thank you so much for that, and your presence has truly made the event special and successful and very meaningful. We are grateful for your participation and engagement in this seminar. And also, this is last but not least, we are also grateful to the event management team and technical support by the Minerva Grant. They have arranged everything for us. Thankful and grateful for them from the COSMA, LS Electric and MODUTEC. As we depart from this seminar, let us carry forward the knowledge gained, the connection made and the inspiration ignited to continue pushing the boundaries of innovation and excellence in panel building. Thank you once again to everyone who has contributed to the success of this seminar and directly, indirectly supported to make this event successful and meaningful. Thank you so much, and wishing you all continued success and prosperity in your future endeavors. And thank you so much. Thanks for your participation. Thank you so much from COSMA, LS Electric and MODUTEC. Now, I would like to already delay. So the dinner is arranged in right side, and we have displayed MODUTEC and LS Electric. We displayed our products in the left side. Now the time is for dinner. Please enjoy the dinner, and MODUTEC team and LS team around with you. If you have any queries, any doubts or anything, please ask us. We try to clear your clarifications. Thank you so much. COSMA magazines also kept on the left side table. Those who want the COSMA magazines, please take that magazines that is kept on the left side. And membership form is also available. Please have a look and take our MODUTEC catalog and LS Electric catalogs kept on the table. Please have a look, and our Mod Bay and Mod Dis, Form 4B, Form 3B, Form 1 enclosures and stainless steel enclosures displayed in the left side. Have a look and enjoy the dinner, and have a great successful of this event. Your contribution and your presence has made us very thankful to you for your participation. Thank you so much. Good night.
Complete structure. This is also
మార్కెట్లో అయితే నువ్వు దొరుకుతున్నావు అట్లా కాదు.
फोटो लिखिए उसमें
మా ఇంట్లో